Welcome back, Fungi Files. Today, we're going to be making oats. Let's get right into it. So I've been using a big bag of whole oats. I do 100 to 80 ratio, so for every 100 grams of oats, I'll do 80 grams of water. I don't let them soak or anything. We'll just throw them in here, get them into the pressure cooker, and the important part is the hot shake afterwards. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these jars filled up so we can get them into the pressure cooker. We will just tare our scale with the empty jar on, get 100 grams of oats. For these 300, 400 milliliter jars, I do 100 grams of oats, and it fills it up pretty well. I also don't break and shake, and another downside of the oats is that they take a lot longer to colonize. They have that full outside hull, which means the mycelium needs to break through that and digest it, which also means that sterilization is super important. But these oats are a little bit more forgiving in the pressure cooker as well, and don't burst as easily. I would generally suggest, if you're doing large-scale cultivation, or trying to get a bunch of jars done at once, it makes more sense to just boil and overnight soak or use some other method. For me though, these jars take a long time to colonize, so that allows me to run them just a few at a time. I can fit 6 in my Instant Pot, and they work very well. It's just going to be 80 milliliters of water, and I have this convenient little flask. 80 and 80. Now with these two jars, I just give them a little swish. We'll throw on a modified lid onto both of them. Get them both wrapped up in aluminum foil, and then get those off into the pressure cooker. Now we're going to send those grain jars off into the pressure cooker. I use an Instant Pot, which is about 12.5 psi at its peak, so we have to make sure we put it in for about 2 hours, but since we are force hydrating these inside the pressure cooker, we want to be careful that we're not bursting those grains. And while the hot shake is important to distribute that moisture afterwards, you also have to be careful if there's any microfractures that could have expanded and caused your glasses to crack. And also, you're just dealing with these straight out of the pressure cooker, so they're still going to be extremely hot. So that hot shake can be a little bit dangerous. It's just very important to take precautions and be a little bit careful. I always use an oven mitt and just give it a gentle shake. And with these freshly sterilized, the important part is just to take them out, give them a quick hot shake, and then they're good to set on the shelf and cool down overnight. So now over these upcoming days, we will let our inoculated grain jars colonize. Eventually they will be full and colonized, where we can spawn them to bulk, and then grow some more mushrooms. That does conclude today's episode though. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.